Have something you
我觉得我里面存放的东西应该要清掉一些没有用的，这些应该是武器装备会用到的，这些烹饪要用到的，我想把它去除掉，觉得。所以有一点浪费我太多的空间了。装饰材料制作家具哦，我对盖房子没兴趣啊。看一下怎么把烹饪食物清掉一些好了，要食物再找。
You spend a lot of time.
之前发现有人偷这些东西耶，呵呵呵。
Have something you need.
还想烹饪用的，是不是把水果、补药留着，补药跟酒精留着好了，其他的把它清掉。
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
哦，这是天际，这边才是天际神。等一下，我看一下。风暴港，西边的天际神。东晋，地名，好的。
You are the one I seek. Greetings. My benefactor wishes to speak to you about a matter that could affect the fate of our world. If my benefactor wished to discuss details in the open, why send a messenger? The matter is for your ears only. The Sadrino House in Davon's Watch, between Artisans Row and the Market District. Do not tarry.
You must be here about the leaflet. I could use the help, as long as you're not afraid of a dastardly scoundrel. Let me start again. I represent Cyrodiilic Collections, a society dedicated to retrieving the lost treasures of Argonians. Our society consists of me, my sister, and a few associates. We've been preparing an expedition to return the antiquities we've recovered to Murkmire, deep in the heart of Black Marsh. Unfortunately, one and the same. Margus Darius. He's a black marketeer who cares only about profit. He was a member of our society until he stole our research and disappeared. I need you to infiltrate the nearby Outlaws' refuge and figure out what Margus is up to. Talk to a few more connected rapscallions that conduct business down there. I know a few of them by reputation. Look for Grathal, an information broker, Urzashi, an antiquities black marketeer, and Ashundir, a historic treasure smuggler. Margus originally approached us as a friend and benefactor. I honestly thought he wanted to help return the lost Argonian treasures to their rightful owners. He worked with us for a time, But it wasn't long before he revealed his true colors. Margus wants the antiquities for himself. This competition has taken a violent turn. He has a brutal temper and some skill at spellcasting. Makes me fearful for my associates. Anyway, I think Margus is especially interested in pre-Duskfall relics. Duskfall refers to the slow decline of the great Zoxlil civilization. Ages ago, the Argonians built pyramids called Zonmirs, and were much more advanced. Most of our research deals with the more dangerous relics of that period. No, not specifically. But even a hammer can be used for good or ill. Margus seeks one of the pre-Duskfall relics, I'm sure of it. I just need to figure out which one before something terrible occurs. With your help, we can avert a disaster. We're historic investigators. We research and seek out antiquities stolen from the Argonian homeland. When we find them, we return them to Black Marsh. Well, that's the plan. We have a few more items to collect before we make our first journey. Certainly the most important ones. We do need to raise enough gold to finance our operations, though. We'll hold on to a few items to eventually open a museum in Black Marsh. A place where these cultural treasures can be enjoyed by everyone. My sister Famia became fascinated with Argonian history during our time at the university. When she returned home, her stories intrigued me, and I became interested in the topic as well. I can't wait to join her in Murkmire. As soon as we recover the last of the Argonian antiquities on my list, we'll organize an expedition to... While I've never visited an outlaw's refuge myself, I have it on good authority that all manner of... Talk to a few more connected rapscallions that conduct business down there. I know a few of them by reputation. Look for Grathal. I may be new to the Argonian antiquities trade, but Margus and his cronies know me all too well. I have other agents that need to be supervised and coordinated. Marcus has already beaten us to a few choice antiquities. I need to make sure that trend doesn't continue.
Open for business.
Where in oblivion did these things come from? Welcome to what used to be the front line, soldier. Something very strange is happening out here. I'm just a grunt. Not a very smart grunt at that.
Problem? I've got a battlefield full of ghosts, sprung out of the ground like corn in the month of mid-year.
They killed those Covenant bastards, which is great. But how do you kill what's already dead? My mages can't even agree on what to do. I've known Furan and Risa for a while now. I respect them both. I just need to know which of them has the better idea. I'll be honest, I wasn't sure what I was going to do out here. Thank you, traveler. Yes, damned skeevers snuck around the city and came at us from the wastes to the north. Damned good strategy. Hit us from this side. You hard of hearing. Yes, the city's under attack. Damn daggers came right out of the sea, trying to take the one. Do I look like a Telvanni mage? I have no idea. Furan said something about climber elves. I guess the dark elves used to be really good at scaling mountains.
Look, just ask him and leave me to the soldiering.
What? Today? Of all days? What was it about today? Ah, greetings. Yes, I was just thinking about the situation here. These spirits make up an ancient army of Kaimer warriors. Blade masters from the time before Red Mountain. It's fascinating to observe ancestors so closely. My brother's plan, actually. Giron believes we can control the dead, harness them in a powerful defense for the Watch. Take this smoky pendant and use it on one of the ancient dead. You may have to weaken it a bit first. If it binds a spirit, bring both back to me. If it does, go bind a spirit. I need to know if the ritual can work. Do you really need to know more to use Giron's pendant? Yes. The ancient precursors to the noble Dark Elf race. Warred with the Dwemer and the Needs from the north. Sought to master. They seem to be attacking everyone. Clearly, these soldiers died in battle. In death, I have theories. The volcano, the Covenant, several variables to account for. If I had... They seem to be attacking everyone. Clearly, these soldiers died in battle.
That pendant is our best work. Look up.
Ah, you brought a spectral friend. Nicely done. Just so. It proves we can force these spirits to guard Darvan's watch. A potent defense from any future siege. Giron has a plan for repeating this ritual on a larger scale.
A word with you. Over here, away from the brothers. Please, talk with me. What the Ree brothers' plan is wrong. Enslaving the dead is evil. Furon does not understand this. As for Giron, I think he does not care. There is a better way. Just so. Take this talisman, use it, and learn how to free a spirit. They will cling to this world, so first you must weaken them. When you have done this, speak to me again. I can feel it. The talisman has been used. It was. Spirits are not meant to be trapped. Furan wants to enslave...
I need a solution. Stabbing spirits gets us nowhere. Any ideas? Well, it's all beyond me. I'm just another sword swinger. What should we do? Well, maybe enslaving their dead's not the best idea. That Scaleback sees the world differently, but she's seldom wrong. Let's research.
You made the right decision. By freeing their commanders. Where they go, their men will follow. The cracks in the earth have uncovered relics of the past. Search for relics belonging to the Chimera General and his captains. Then we can wrest their attention from the past. The dead have spoken to me like whispers on the wind. Their leader is a powerful Mer named Red Rathrin. He was accompanied by his most loyal soldiers, 2 women named Adrana and Risari. Relic. I will meet you at a nearby Daedric ruin. It's the perfect space to complete the ritual. Find me there, with the relics, and we will return these dead men to their rest.
Fallen will not be disturbed.
The river flows so slowly. But a living soul. It has been so long. To walk the river again, it is so strange and so sad. I and the other Saxhleel have not returned willingly. We Argonians were slaves to the Chimera in our time, as I sense they can be today. Even in death, we serve our cruel masters, slaves to their will. The Chimera would not willingly release us to Aetherius. To set their souls free on the river, you will have to destroy the Keepers. If you would do this, you will find me on the road away from here. I sense...
not the sharpest arrow in a quiver.
The smell of brimstone is strong in my nostrils. Even as a spirit, this place smells of ash and death. Have you done as I asked? You are very kind. Strangely kind for a place like the Ashlands. I stand here, tasting the air, and do you know what I've learned? The Saxilil you saved, the Argonians, they are not the only ones in danger. This pact forged in the wake of war is fragile. So fragile. Remember this. My brethren are safe, and the Ashlands...
Why do you defile the dead? Fear the fury of the unliving.
Let's see if we can put these spirits to rest. Lead your men to the lands beyond. Begone!
Fool! You don't have the power to compel me.
Pure rains make sweet rivers. Your wisdom is your strength. Their leaders have moved beyond. May they find peace. For now, the rest remain like moths. They're no threat to the living, but they'll soon follow. You sacrificed power to give the dead peace. This was not an easy choice. Your kindness means there's hope. I think it's up to me and my assistants to give back. We want to bestow a unique gift to this battlefield, a sacrifice to allow plants and trees to grow again. Even a dry swamp regrows after many rains. I will explain in time. For now, go to the Quama chamber east of here and find the mushroom called Quama Cap. I must speak with my students. I will meet you there.
is that blasted lizard? I remember when I'd hunt here for days and not see a soul. The war was on and people stayed behind walls or stuck to roads. Like I said, I was hunting. But now that the volcano's erupted, I'm headed to Dachshund. Don't want to get cooked. I'll be leaving as soon as my suite of a partner shows up. He's a good friend, but he never shuts up. Nothing still about him. He was supposed to meet me here, but I've waited too long already. If you're heading north of Ash Mountain, can you keep an eye out for him? He should have a... Thanks. Not many willing to help these days, especially a dusty Ashlander like me. We'd planned to rest up at the Davenus' farm near Cragganmore before passing through the Dachshund Gate. He should know it. That's right. Though, in truth, I have no clan. I make my living hunting and trading. Stillwater and I try to keep to the wilds and stay out of the way. They're alive and well, but that's a longer story that I don't have time for. Stillwater is a bit of an outcast himself. He escaped...
You have the Kwama cap? I will not touch it. Yet. Please, take a piece to each of my students. They understand what must be done, and they are ready. After that, meet me at the southern mustering camp. War has wounded this land. Now it is our turn to sacrifice, so the plain can heal. My students understand this, and are willing.
Welcome, traveler. Yes, my body will perish, but my soul will become one with the trees of this place. The land will bloom again. Please, give me the cap.
I stand ready to assist Risa. Yes, and I am grateful. When we meet in the next world, tell me how beautiful the land became.
They are brave, my acolytes. Now it comes to me. Our blood will be the water, our bones the soil. I will make this gift, this sacrifice. Trees, plants, one day it will all bloom again. Blood is water, water is life. May the Hist embrace you.
The hearts of Dunmer are as dry as their land.
Stranger, you've picked a bad time to visit Seni. The volcano's burning up the town. You'd think these thick-headed louts would accept some help.
This pissant Dunmer. I know an Argonian named Softscale who can make a salve to soothe the injured, but Spellwright Gervis won't work with him or any Argonian. Because he's the most stubborn creature you'll ever meet. He needs to see these Argonians are on his side. If you want to help, Softscale needs Schult Chiton for a salve. Kill them, and take the Chiton to the Argonian. He's somewhere in town. Once you've got the Chiton, look for Softscale in the temple. Bad blood. I thought everyone knew that. Back before the Ebonheart Pact was formed, Dark Elves enslaved Argonians. They raided the Black Marsh and brought the captives up here to work. Sure, but the bigger problem is the Dunmer. They used to be lords and masters until the pact was formed. Now, all of a sudden, the Argonians are free and everyone is equal. Ha! Spoken like a courtier. You know, just...
Obliged to
Have
you.
my thanks.
You are not of Seni. Your scales bear stains of soot, and you smell of smoke and flame. What brings you here? I offer my gratitude. Please, wait. I'll make a poultice to soothe the burns of the injured. I'll need you to use it on them. The Dunmer don't trust Argonians, especially me and my egg sister walks in ash. They fear we'll harm them. You are a stranger, so they may let you heal their wounds. There is more. When you are done, go to Spellwright Gervis. Let him know we made this salve to help. Perhaps he will see we are not his enemy.
I'm in the middle of something. Wounded badly, losing strength. Obliged to
Thank you.
Accept my gratitude.
You have my thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Accept my gratitude.
You have my thanks.
Thank you.
You have my thanks.
Here, Kwama. Nice Kwama. Your pardon. Have you seen any Kwama around? Maybe west of the town? If you do, I don't suppose you could lead them to my mine, could you? Yes, when the volcano erupted, my workers got frightened and fled. Now they're attacking anyone who wanders too close. They're usually timid, so a good beating should calm them. Me? Look at me. I'm hurt. Just beat them a little, then blow this... Remember, subdue, then use the whistle. If you don't, they'll just start fighting again. I'll be at my mine. It's where you get Kwama eggs. You can also get Kwama cuttle, the waxy substance that grows on their beaks. I don't know. Potions, I think, or something to fight poison or cleanse water. I never... Well, it's a hole in the ground where Kwama live. That's a mine. You didn't think we dug it up like those...
Aren't you afraid?
Why are you here, stranger? That scaleback? I kept my tongue when times were good, but now when the town is weakened, he's suddenly helpful? This is just a trick. Because his people have taken my daughter, Movani. She was doing chores for me and now she's disappeared. One of the farmsteaders saw that Argonian walks in ash watching her. Who else could it be? Nonsense. We've lived in the shadow of Ash Mountain all our lives. We know its dangers. It was those Argonian savages. Find Walks in Ash. Return Movani to me. Then maybe I'll see what Softscale wants. Look for Walks in Ash in the ruins. The three only know what she's doing. We are in words and treaties. The Moot might meet in peace, but we remember what the Argonians were like when we dragged them out of the muck. We know what. That's the calm man's choice, stranger. Without my daughter at my side, I don't give a damn whether some scalebacks are...
This is not a good day for Seni, traveler. Yes, I am. Look at this. This is no natural run of lava. These are footprints. A spirit of wrath came through here. Stubborn Givus will not hear my warning. He thinks the eruption caused this. As you can see, his daughter is not here. I did see Morvani earlier. The flow of her life takes her to the base of Ash Mountain regularly. I don't know for certain. Just that I saw her walking west out of town. Find her, then perhaps Gervis will listen to me. If you succeed, use this. A signal. It's colorful but harmless. If you find Lady Morvani, use it, and I will come to you. Truth falls like a cool rain, carving many channels in the mud. My truth is different from the Dunmers, yet both are still true. I have no love for them. Do you hate fire for burning down your hut? The fire acts as it must. They saw our huts, and their nature required them to act. I trust a dark elf to act as a dark elf must.
storm came. Did Father send you? I fell and twisted something. Damn, my ankle. Are you mocking me? Yes, of course I am. I'm trapped by lava flows and flaming shorks, and I can't walk. If I ever get home, I'm gonna drink a whole jar of Sujama. This was a shrine to the three. I come out here to pray for Mother. She was taken from us a few years ago. She was the sweetest woman I've ever known. Some days Of course he is. The overprotective Gua. Since we lost Mother, he's tried to run my life for me. I think I'll need 2 bottles of Sujama when I get home. Forget what Father says. Gervis's hatchling? Good.
I caught you, bloody-handed. Fanny, are you... Lord, Mother, and Wizard, are you all right?
I'm going to be fine, Father. Thanks to this traveler. Can we get me off of this rock now?
Hold on, Morvani. I've got you. Traveler, you found my daughter. In the midst of all this, you found my Morvani. The Argonian helped you find her. Pah! Self-interest and cunning, I'm sure. I'm grateful, just the same. Morvani means the world to me. Ever since they have beastly, baser urges. It makes them hard to trust. When the swamp calls to them, they rise up against their neighbors and strike them down. Even the kindest, the most gentle, are not spared from their wrath. It was before the signing of the pact. The Argonians of Seni still served my neighbors as slaves. Several of them made a break for freedom, and Irenisi, she was just out for a stroll. But, yes, well, I thank you for all you've done here today, traveler. My daughter is safe, and I must...
Can you feel it on your snout?
Look at all my beautiful Quama. Their beady little eyes, the gentle pulsing of their abdomens. I can't thank you enough. I'm going to have to get the mine back open, of course. Quama are very good diggers, you know. Particularly the workers. So much work to do. I can't let this mine sit idle forever. It's where you get Quama eggs. You can also get...
Amazing. This is what it takes to get the Dark Elves working with the Argonians? An erupting volcano? Bad blood. I thought everyone knew that. Back before the Ebonheart Pact was formed. Sure, but the bigger problem is the Dunmer. They used to be... Ha! Spoken like...
Skeletons or daggers? Dry scales, I'm not sure. Who sent you? Holgun? No, I'm sure it was Tonval. I'm on orders to scout the area. It's just a relief to know that no one's checking up on me or calling me back to Davin's watch. Things aren't looking good back there. The Daggerfall Covenant. Troops have surrounded the city. If you want to help, find General Holgun. He can use another blade, I'm sure. Davin's watch is on the northeastern shore of Stone Falls.
The 3 guide your steps. Need something for the road?
Soldier, report. What brings you to Ash Mountain? Did Holgen send you?
Honor to you, traveler. Name's Naril. I'm guessing you're new in town and need some work. It's a bit of luck we met, because I need some help in a business deal. You may have heard Stonefalls is under attack. This makes some things very lucrative. Take wine. If I had a particular bottle, there's a party who'd pay well for it. Please, procure. There's a bottle of Tears of Amaya hoarded by a Nord tavern keeper here. I offered to buy, but he won't sell. Frankly, he'll never drink it, so he'd never know if it was replaced by a copy. I knew you were game. It's the fish stink, down by the docks. A brute named Hector runs it. He's unreasonable about his precious bottle. You can't just smooth talk it away from him. With cleverness, swap that bottle out when he's not looking. He probably can't tell the difference between good wine and swill. I knew you were game.
I trust you, Plan. Since the war began, the market... I can assure...
You ever fought the daggers?
A few times. And the Dominion when I served in Shadowfell.
Is it true their soldiers drink the blood of infants?
No. Most of the Covenant soldiers we met drank beer.
The gods have cursed me.
I'm at my wit's end. Could I get a Sujama over here?
Ah, you received my summons. The set of your shoulders, that look in your eyes. Yes, I see I chose well. You will aid me with this most important task. Quite correct. A former student requires my assistance, but I cannot do what is necessary on my own. Fighting the dragons that plague elsewhere seems an impossible task. But the Dragon Guard once successfully hunted them. We seek their wisdom. Tombs. I will search one, you the other, using this Dragon Guard seal. The seal will activate 3 glyphs, which, in turn, will reveal the entrance to the tomb. Between the two of us, I pray we find the wisdom my student requires. Will you help me? Find the 3 glyphs in Othrenis. Let me mark the locations on your map, along with where I think the hidden tomb lies. I prepared notes as well. Feel free to take them with you. Expert? Far from it. I started looking into the history to help my former student. The recent Dragon Guard were defenders of the Emperor. But according to legend, in the distant past, they hunted dragons nearly to extinction. When the last Emperor of the Riemann dynasty was assassinated, the Dragon Guard were disbanded. Various emperors in the intervening years have formed their... It's an heirloom my former student provided. It contains a minor enchantment that reveals hidden glyphs. I imagine it was once used as a way to pass along secret information. Now, we will use it to find the hidden... We can discuss that later. Right now, we have our own tasks to accomplish. Remember, the dragons are already loose and elsewhere. Just know that my former student... Once you determine the nature of the 3 glyphs, you can use that knowledge to reveal the entrance. I'll answer what I can, but understand that my knowledge is based... A series of glyphs act as a sort of key to the tomb they are connected to. The seal will identify which glyphs to use to reveal the end. There are 2 tombs nearby. While you find a way to enter one, I will attempt to enter the second. This way, we will accomplish twice the work in half the time.
Honor to you, Sarah. Welcome to the Watch House Inn. Those net-brained daggers.
Could I get a Sujama over here?
The clockwork whispered long and low, and what he said no mortal can know. From dread Daedra
You throw it up, you lick it up.
From Daedra
And what can I offer you?
Forsake the ones that made us to fight our wrongful fate.
Do you know the secret to Nord courage?
you are, Swanee.
I never knew that about Netches.
Always a pleasure.
Have to try that next time I'm in the field.
Try not to lose those stones.
Honor to you, Sarah. Welcome to the Mages Guild Hall. I realize that our presence here in the temple is unconventional, but I'm afraid that our former hall was razed just recently. One does what one must. Yes, of course. We're lawkeepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members seek out books, tomes, and ancient scrolls in their travels. Why don't you speak with me for a moment? Perhaps it's a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanis will be pleased. We're book hunters of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new... We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end... Vanis Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members such as Tellinger, the Artificer, to ensure our future success. We are neutral in the war between the three alliances. While many of us here in Davin's Watch hold true to the Dragon Banner, when we're on guild business we kneel to no king or queen. That's why you'll see members of every race in our halls. Excellent. Welcome to the Mages Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's in the stacks on the floor below, and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
还好，我对法师比较没兴趣，不过也是可以玩一下了。
If you came for crafting certification, I can... You must be here to learn the craft, yes? Your alliance covers my considerable fees, allowing me to impart my knowledge at no cost to you. If you... Crafting writs are daily requests for crafted goods. You must be a certified crafter to fulfill them. Prove you know what you're... I'm authorized to train and certify provisioners, alchemists, and enchanters. If this interests you, we should begin immediately. Certainly. Please specify. Food and drink. Anything that warms the belly, reinvigorating body and mind. Potions of all kinds. The subtle art of mixing reagents can... Glyphs to empower weapons, armor, and jewelry with... I suppose I should mention Milleneth. She certifies blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers, if you're into that sort of thing. But that's uncharitable of me. She's a true master of the material crafts.
Over here! We have much to discuss, you and I.
Is there anything this humble...
As with all creatures, time...
Well, I was about to portal to Alinor for a proper meal, but since you're here now, we might as well discuss that message. It came from Mariv, an oracle of the weird. I usually avoid soothsayers. Down to the last syllable. Her predictions are open to interpretation, but what she said made me uneasy. A web of trouble. The island that went away, 3 dark princes, and your name. After that, she stopped responding to my projections. It means you need to find the oracle and make sure she's all right. I enchanted a small boat to take you to an isolated part of Bankarai, near her last known location. And take this... As it so happens, the Great Mage knows a great deal about a great many things. What else can I tell you before you go? Uneasy? I don't believe that's the word I used. Nevertheless, her prophetic verses tend to be loquacious and... Well, trouble could mean almost anything, though nothing good. The island could refer to Artaeum, You'll have to take that up with the Oracle. I suppose you figured into her vision, or whatever it is that spawns her prognostications. Oracle Mariv belongs to the Weird, a sisterhood of witches that revere the natural world. Mariv started receiving visions at a young age. The usual sorts of dire predictions. Most recently, Mariv foresaw the deaths of Kings Fulbert and Tamlian. She has an unusual knack, an ability to... Believe me, I tried. Mariv has always been a loner, even more so than her fellow Wirises. Surely you can puzzle that one out on your own. It will take you exactly where I told it to go.
Give you the... What? Do you think I have a boat in my pocket? That it folds up and fits in your backpack? Ridiculous!
I did get the name the Oracle provided me with right, didn't I? I've magicked the medallion.
I see my summons reached you. Good. Good. You may wonder who I am and why I sent for you. Don't. Just trust me. I have only the best interests of the Empire in mind, but we must... A situation that could end the Three Banners War and get Irene, Emmerich, and Yoren to return to their senses. While these children squabble over territory, the common people and the Empire suffer. In simple terms, I just purchased 2 halves of an ancient tablet, the Wrathstone. It forms a map that should lead us to a weapon whose existence will force all sides to cease their aggressive behavior. Help me acquire this weapon and end the war. We must hurry. Even now, someone follows me, resisting my best efforts to identify them. While I deal with this threat, I need you to begin the process of locating the triangulants. Without them? Of course it is. I just invented it. Right now, the map shown on the Wrathstone has no identifying features. Without the triangulants, I have no context by which to read the map. I know a Khajiit. Each half of the tablet contains part of a map and an inscription. Khanzari and the demon weapon. The key to finding the triangulants resides in that... Dagoril Dro often relaxes in stone falls. We need to bring him a gift, however, and I happen to know he is fond of dusk mushrooms. Gather the mushrooms in High Tide Hollow, then meet me at the Lawmaster's camp. I know about a great many things, but Khajiiti legends tend to be convoluted. The Lawmaster must direct us to the secret order of storytellers, the Moon Singers. Only they can set us on the correct path. Now, an associate pointed me toward the scholar, Theriah, who agreed to deliver the tablet. She uncovered the two halves at Frostvault and Garlas Malatar, then had the audacity to charge me a small fortune. The tablet speaks of Kunzari and the demon weapon he hid away in an ancient place of power. But the map isn't complete. It requires triangulants to serve as orientation. Written records are silent on the subject, but the tablet indicates that Kunzari hid a demon weapon. That's the best translation I could manage. Demon weapon. I believe it's the same relic Queen Anequina used to end the First War of the Prides. Khajiiti legends, each based on a modicum of truth. Queen Anequina led the most powerful of the 16 Khajiit kingdoms. It even took her name. When the Khajiit fought the First War of the Prides, Queen Anequina used a relic to restore the peace. A mythic hero of the Khajiit. His tales tend to be rather outlandish, so we need to separate the truth from the lies. Once we gather the stories related to Kunzari and the demons, we'll find clues that will lead us to the triangulants. Menial labor? I think not. But weren't you paying attention? Someone has been following me ever since I doubt my stalker has any interest in you. Why do you think I requested your aid? Given your relative unimportance, you should be...
Yes, that's just in line with the third law of arcanodynamics. Excellent. Well met, Adept. I believe I may have a task for you. New members are the lifeblood of the Mages Guild, especially for retrieval missions. I've received word about a possible store of ancient knowledge in a ruin nearby. I'd like you to retrieve it for me. West of here, on the coast near Ash Mountain, lies a Dwemer ruin, the Inner Sea Armature. If you please, investigate the ruin and bring back any interesting books you can find. The Inner Sea Armature is a dangerous place. Tread carefully, Adept. I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the local Arcaneum, the Guild's library. I've dedicated my life to expanding our Guild's knowledge. Standards must be kept. We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report fell into my hands that mentioned these tomes. We are neutral in the war for Cyrodiil, and proud of it. That doesn't mean we don't take an interest when the hidden armigers notice something. The intelligence arm of the Ebonheart Pact. Rumor is that they used to be an alchemy group from within House Telvanni who jumped ship. Now they answer to King Yoren personally, and the Aid only knows what they get up to. I am the master of Incunabula, the keeper of tomes. I've come here to inspect the I don't know. It's always a delicious mystery cracking open a book for the first time. They could be anything from ancient recipes for stew to high arcana, even racy journals penned by elven poets. We have ears everywhere, Adept. An intelligence report.
Have his heart. Stranger, I'm bold to ask, but have you met a man named Denthis Ramori in the neighborhood? My worthless apprentice. He stole one of my spellbooks. Unfortunately for him, I am no fool. That book is protected by a ward invoking, Arche or Akatosh. I imagine he regrets taking that book now. Why? I want my spell book back, and I want to flay him alive. You can search for him, or his brother might know where he is. Dethys favors the tavern nearby. Oh, and please, don't mention the flaying.
I've always found the study of Daedra fascinating. It's unfortunate that so much knowledge about them is forbidden by the Tribunal. They're tied closely to the history of my people, for good or ill. The mountains of the Ashlands are rife with old Daedric ruins. Some are not as forgotten as we might like. They dot the slopes of Ash Mountain. Legends tell of a secret Daedric library there, devoted to the Daedric Prince Hermaeus Mora. I've learned not to dismiss rumor and legend out of hand. Whether there's an actual library, or just a fiery pit of screaming Daedra, I couldn't say. You truly don't know? You must know about House Inderil. They're one of the most powerful noble families in all Morrowind. Tanvil is the Grand Master of the house, the leader of the entire clan. They're an odd pair, aren't they? The Grand Master is so cool and cerebral, and Holgen is so Nord. Most know that they only served together in the Akaviri War, but our guild collects secrets. You'd like to know more, wouldn't you? The Grand Master's unit was ambushed by those Akavir snakes, cut off from the rest of our forces. Holgun's scouting party came on the scene and rushed in to rescue them. He and the Grand Master were the only survivors. They fought back to back. They're tied closely to the history of my people, for good or ill. The mountains of the Ashlands are rife with old Daedric ruins. Some are not as forgotten as we might like.
Another mead!
What can I do for you? Valdem sent you, didn't he? Well, my brother robbed us both. We were supposed to share its secrets, but he ran off toward the tower. Joke's on him. I think Valdem changed the warding incantation to Arce's beard.
Grant us courage to fight and sharpen our...
法术合上，问题是没有合上的功能。
What? How? Oh, right. Praise Vivek. Thank you for releasing me. I'll run right to him and explain. By the way, I have an amazing idea for a spell that makes everyone else around you smell better. It will change everything.
I hate to even ask this, but can you help us? Our home was destroyed in the Covenant bombardment. My baby daughter, the house collapsed on top of her. I wish I didn't have to beg, but I don't have any other way to care for my wife now. In her grief, Melila can't help herself. Please, could you spare some gold? Your generosity shames me, stranger.
I'm rather busy right now. Have you come from Balfoyan? What news do you have? Yes, soldier. Thank you. We're giving the Covenant a good fight. Without your warning, Davon's Watch would be in their hands. Feels good to save a city, doesn't it?
The Covenant is attacking Davon's Watch. The Devils bombarded the northern district. Now they're ashore preparing to attack. I need every able hand in the battle to come. And you'll stand where you're needed. Right now, Grandmaster Tunvol Indural's at a manor in the north of the city. He's got a smart plan, but he needs help. Follow me or meet me there. Your choice.
Truer words were never spoken.
Follow me or meet me there. Your choice. This port's the key to Stonefalls. That's why these Covenant bastards are attacking. They're keen to take the city, but we aren't going to let them. The Nords are here to defend the Pact. You'll find the manor along the north city wall. I'll be there with Tanvol.
Hello there.
Whoa there. Are you all right? The name's Lyris. I hope you've still got some fight left in you. You're going to need it. Dead. Must have been the runt of the litter. Keep your weapon ready and stay sharp. This place is full of surprises. Keep moving. There are more Daedra on the way.
Now, keep moving. More guards are on the way.
Let's get out of here, my friend. The Prophet.
Greetings, Vestige. Like you, I am a prisoner in this place. You must rescue me, and I, in turn, must rescue you.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk. The Prophet. He's a prisoner here, too. It was very dangerous for him to speak to you, even for a moment. You must think you can break him out, of course. Believe me, I can use all the help I can get. That blind old man... These tunnels will eventually take us to the Towers of Eyes. That's where we'll find the Sentinels. Magical constructs created by Molag Bal to guide his vision in Cold Harbor. The Sentinels are connected. If we destroy one, the others will be blinded. With any luck, that will buy us the time we need to free the Prophet. I've no idea. Brute force? We'll find a way. We have to. Be ready. I'm sure you do. And I'll answer them as best I can. He's a strange one, no doubt about it. But he's the wisest man I've ever met. You're obviously not in Tamriel anymore. Think of the most miserable, depressing place you've ever been in your life. That's paradise compared to Cold. I don't know. Once we rescue the Prophet, he can tell you about the gods and the ways of Oblivion. I don't understand any of it myself. A man named Manamarco. His worm cult is doing some kind of ritual back in Tamriel. They sacrificed you and everyone in this prison to the Daedra. It means you're a slave and you'll spend the rest of eternity here in Cold Harbor, working under the lash of... No, I wasn't sacrificed. The Prophet and I were brought here... conventionally, if that makes any sense. But we're prisoners here, same as you. It won't be easy. The place is watched by magical constructs called Sentinels. We should keep moving. Well played, friend. Arca's beard, you are good in a fight.
The god of brutality knows of your escape. Hurry.
The god of schemes can see every part of Cold Harbor. We need to distract him.
啊，这一部分我晚上再继续好了。先离开了，先离线了。